I'm Zach. I'm a nerd. I've been making trading card games since I was 8 years old, and I'm now 27 with an art degree, a career in product design, and a semi-successful indie trading card game. But I'm taking everything I've learned and putting my current game aside to create a new TCG, starting from nothing and ending with, I guess we'll see. Welcome to a TCG from scratch. Welcome back. Today we're up to episode 5 and we ended last episode doing 3 playtests of the game, each using different mechanics of how you play your creatures, or protectors we're calling them. Most of these methods involve dice, which kind of split you guys in the comments. A lot of hardcore TCG people really didn't like this and think it should be a purely skill-based way of playing the cards. A lot of casual gamers have really liked the dice idea. So I need to find a nice, balanced midway point that can please everyone. Have a bit of luck, but make you feel that if you're a skilled player, you can win a game. So, out of these 3, the mechanic I'll be taking forward is version 1. The 1 and a reroll. Now I may take elements out of some of these other mechanics I've been trying, because I do think this mechanic is slightly too luck based. I want to add a bit more skill, and the game's rules certainly aren't set in stone yet, and I need to do a lot more play testing first. So that's what I'll do later, because for now I'm tired of looking at these crappy black and white card templates, so I'm going to make a better one. Not a final card template, but just choosing a direction, and I'm going to start this process the only way I know how, by making a mood board, including all these card templates I like. And you might notice that the big 3, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, don't feature here at all. That's because, in my opinion, even though these are the world's most popular card games, they don't look very good. So I've got 7 bits of key info I need to put on these card templates. The name and artwork, they're the obvious ones. The card's type, level, element, power, and an ability if it has one. A couple little tips I find helpful for making card templates. It's better to put all your key information on the left-hand side of the card, because most players are right-handed. I'm sorry, lefties. The way you fan cards out in your hand normally works better like this. And another thing is to simplify the cards by combining some elements that you can. Maybe I don't even need to write protector or effector on the cards. If a card has a level, that implies that it's a protector, and if it doesn't have a power score, that implies that it's an effector. And what I'm trying on screen now is if I can combine the element symbol with the card's level to simplify the templates even further. So I've got 4 very rushed together designs based on my mood board here. Design 1 is like a really simple, no borders, as much space for artwork as possible, kind of inspired by Monster Club on the top right of the mood board and Duel Masters here in the bottom left. I really like the black borders in both these games too. I tried this weird kind of dice graphic instead of a number as the level, just to try and be a bit different, but I don't think this translates directly. You're kind of left just wondering what these blobs are, so I'm not going to go ahead with that. Design 2 is slightly more boxed off. I still think this probably needs a bit more work. Again, don't think this costing's working. I should probably just stick to numbers. But I think the effector template here looks really smart. Template 3 is sort of more stylized. Tried to do things a bit differently with this curve going on. Not a big fan of the bottom half of the template, but I think the top half here is really smart with the name and then the card type underneath. Design 4, which was just kind of me freestyling at the end. This is kind of all my favourite elements of each template into one. But let me know in the comments which of these designs is your favourite. For now, I just really wanted to get some colour on the card templates, so I printed off the next set of cards that I'm going to be playtesting with using design 1. Because it was the simplest, not necessarily the one I'll take forward. Ooh, they even have Copic markers, that's good to know. And the cool new thing that we've got on these templates that we haven't seen before is elements. So these new decks I've built have kind of a strategy to them for the first time. It's not just a mess of random cards I've thrown together. So many cards to cut out. Oh, it's nice we've got so much art on these now. So, a little top tip, actually. The way I cut a sheet of cards out, I feel like it's the least messy way to do it. But it's tempting to just cut the 4 outer sides out so you're left with just the inner cards and then cut them out from there. However, you sort of use this frame to keep them attached to the paper and keep them all in place, so you cut in straight lines. So, cut lines down the side there. Don't do these outer lines. We want to do 2 through the middle. So now, our knife's sharp enough, every card should just pop out like that. I do this process a lot. Okay, so we've got a rock deck here with non-rock evolvers. They'll need to change. Got our old decks that we were using in the last few videos. We're gonna have to demote them to this cheap deck box so they can go in there. I'm hoping one day I'll get one of those massive long boxes and just have every iteration of the game. That's gonna be really satisfying. Now put these in there. Oh wait, actually I need to sleeve them up. One thing I've been criticised for a lot is that I use my card sleeves upside down, apparently. I refuse to take criticism for this. Have these printed out smaller? Oh, they are. The bloody printer kind of adjusted the size. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because we're putting them in sleeves, but... I don't know how many elements I'll have, or if there'll even be elements or factions or colours or whatever, but for some reason, most of the cards I've been making have either been rock-themed or water-themed. So I'm thinking my first release for the game will be 2 decks, a water deck and a rock starter deck. As I was thinking of card abilities, the rock deck kind of took the direction of like dice roll related abilities. Things like rocking on here, where once a turn you can roll, and if the result matches the level of a protector in play, you get to kill that protector. Another one like Dice Phantom, when you play it, you roll and he permanently gains 30 power times the result. And then this is going to be comboed with stuff like Bob 3611, here, he's a new card. So after he dies, you can change the result of a roll on your next turn automatically to a 6 to like max out your Dice Phantoms. And Bob 3611 is a little hint to Chaos Galaxy Bob 2699, one of the first cards I made for that game. But there's more like storytellingness behind Bob 3611. You've got the 3 for his level, the 6 for the dice roll he changes to, and then the 1/1 as his 110 health. And I think those little kind of quirky storytelling elements is a nice addition to TCGs. So that's the rock deck. For the water cards, I've been exploring how to make very low level or high level protectors more powerful in the game anyway. So I'm implementing the old water planets ability from my old game Chaos Galaxy into how these cards play, using very weak like level 2 or 3 protectors that are going to be like little fish and amoebas, using them to power up like massive sort of high level, if I can find them, sort of sea monsters that are like level 7, 8 and 9. I like the idea of this card, Amoeba Pod. When he's killed, roll and have the chance to bring out another Amoeba Pod from deck. And then possibly my favourite artwork I've done for the game so far, I did a speed art of it, which I'll show at some point, but Aguatomic Abomination had this crazy ability which was so much fun in playtesting. But you basically roll and get the chance to kill a card, or if you're really unlucky and roll a 6, it kills itself and backfires. And I've also made some more specific effector cards too that now exclusively work with rock or water protectors. So there's some strategies really going here. I've also got rid of permanent effectors for now, as they got too complicated in the last playtest, but I'll probably bring them back at some point. And there's also going to be a couple of small new changes to the gameplay, because we're always trying to perfect that. So we're going to get started with our new playtest. We've got our bombers, which normally go on this side with the rock deck, Protions on this side with the water deck. Red dice for you, yellow dice for you. And then we're going to be trying out a few new rules as well. Highest roll goes first. That's a 4 to the bombers. And now this 4 will apply for the bombers' first turn and the Crotians' first turn, keeping the first turn of the game a very even playing state. And then after this, we'll go into the roll for turn. If you get a 1, you get a re-roll kind of thing. Second mechanic, we're adding this, not a mainland European coin. This is a steel token. So, starting with the player who goes second, which in this case it's going to be the Crampols, they start with this steel token. Now, if your opponent rolls something really good, like a 6, first time, these guys can say, right, I'm going to steal that 6, have it for my turn. However, that then gives your opponent the steel token, and they have the opportunity to use it later in the game. So, don't know if we're going to implement these tactics, but it's going to be fun to try. And I think the steel token thing is going to be very useful, and really big shout out to Underlined Grape for the suggestion of this. Another rule, we're going to try mulligans. So out of your first hand, you can shuffle any unwanted cards back to your deck and draw the same amount back again. I think that's it. Yeah, three new rules, which some of which are pretty small, some of which are pretty major. So it was the bombers going first with a 4. Steel token goes to the Crotians. We'll draw 5. Have a little read if you want, but I think we're going to shuffle in that. And mulligan these 2. And draw 2 additional cards. So we've got 5 to work with, and we have our Bomber's ability where once per turn we can shuffle a card from hand into deck and redraw. I'm going to do that with him. I think we're just going to go ahead and play this level 4 Protector. Plain old, no ability, and pass the turn. So Crampole starts with a 4. They get to draw their opening hand. Okay, I think we'll shuffle back these 2. Draw 2. Quite like the look of that hand. So, turn begins. I would be able to draw a card, but I can use Crampole's ability to add a level 2 Water Protector from my deck to my hand instead. This might be too OP. I'm thinking it's a really strong ability. I'll get this guy. But I don't know. It's interesting. Obviously, it only works with water cards, whereas Bomber is generic. But I'm going to play this card and this card and pass the turn over. So now we roll 6. Nice. To a good start. And then we draw. I'm thinking draw after roll. And I need to suss out these timings. And I'm going to try and play this Kazong. Once a turn, I can roll for its ability. If I roll a 6, which I didn't, I can bring out an ultimate Kazonk from deck, but we'll have to wait a while for that. Use Kazonk to kill that, which allows them to draw a card. Growing our world on a turtle. And then kill this Amoeba Pod. On death, I get to roll, and if I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, that was a 6. Unfortunately, I don't get to bring out another Amoeba Pod from my deck. Right, pass back to these guys who are already on a bit of a loss. Now we can steal that 6 if we want. Yeah, I think we'll spend the steal token, passing it over to the Bombers to get an auto 6 so we can play this a Woat, which I think is really needed. I'll then use a Woat to kill this Kazonk, which is probably a bit of a waste of that Kazonk because I really want to try and get that combo off. And just pass the turn there, I think. Roll. We cannot steal because this was a stolen result. We've got a 3. Draw. Once a turn, I can shuffle a card from my hand into the deck. Draw a new one, courtesy of Bomber. Draw a Rockanon, a big guy. I'm actually going to use this resource to sacrifice my Evolver to kill one Protector in play. When a Woat dies, I get to add back any water cards to my hand. I'm going to get back this Amoeba Pod. Now, can I take out 2 Evolvers here? Can bring out a Kazonkling. Kazonkling can attack Crampole, and then this unnamed card can kill Creel. Pass the turn. Draw, roll, sorry. 5, so that's 8. So we can bring out a big gun here. Yeah, we'll go straight for this 8 and kill this guy. Getting a lot of cards that don't have abilities here. Pass the turn back. Roll, draw, that's a 1. Ooh, 7. We've maxed out the roll there. That's cool. Play some big stuff here. This lets me +1 to a roll for a rock creature ability. I think I'm going to have to gamble here. Try and roll a 5 or 6 to kill this level 8. There's a 5. Job done. Nice. You idiot. Do we go all out? Actually, we can play this level 5. We don't even have to go all out. 290 combines to kill their Evolver. Upon death, Gobberstop lets you free play a level 8 or lower Protector from hand. Just bring out this guy because we can. Pass the turn. Draw. Sorry. Roll. A 1. Ah, man. Oh wow, we got a maxed out roll over on this side as well. This is, I think this is the first time actually testing these rules where this has happened. How'd that deck just do an entire like 180 flip? The new card sleeves, they're always really slippery. What was I doing? Okay, yeah, water turn. I'm going to go for this. Reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a Protector who's level... Nice, I can play it. Ooh, that works. I'm going to play this. A level 2 or 3 Water Protector gains the power of one of my other Water Protectors, but at the end of the turn it's killed. So, I am going to steal this guy's 400 power. Kill that, and then at the end of the turn, my Amoeba Pod dies, and when it dies, I get to roll. If I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, which I did, I can bring out another Amoeba Pod from my deck. Nice. Draw. I think I'm going to have to spend the steal token there to take that 6. I'm going to use 7 of my 8 to play Rockanon. Once a turn, roll, and if the result matches the level of a Protector in play, I get to kill it. So I need a 3. But also with this guy, I can add 1 to a roll for a Rock Protector's ability. So I need a 2 or a 3, really. That's a 5. That's okay. We'll go ahead and kill the stronger card here. And pass the turn back. Draw. Oh, we've swapped dice somehow. Roll. Man, all the 6s today. Okay, I will use 6 of my 10 to play Snarlock. And I'll use the other 3 of the other 4 to play this Amoeba Pod. Snarlock kills that. And the Amoeba Pods combine with a 180 to kill Stage 2 Protector. Pass the turn. Draw. Roll. Another 6. Wow, this is nuts. Oh, nice. This is a good use of this card. Play this resource. If I roll a 1 or 2, I get to kill a level 4 or lower Protector. 3 or 4, 7 or higher. And then it's 5 or 6 is just kill any Protector. That's a 6. See you, Snarlock. Also, I'm going to try out this rule. So, I can spend 6 to draw an extra card. I will then try out this. So I roll 4, which means I reveal 4 cards from the top of my deck, and I add a Rock Protector amongst them to hand. Turn the rest. Get this 8. I'll then just play this level 2 for defense, and pass the turn back over. Draw and roll. Oh my god, is that 4 6s in a row? That is crazy. Okay, I'll do the same, spend 6 of my 10 to draw. Let's go, we can push for some damage here, definitely. I'll play this, reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a Protector, which it isn't, sad, could have played, actually sorry, it's sacrificed instead. Can we, oh, we're just kind of short of being able to kill the Evolver here, that's really frustrating. Guess I'll just kill that, allowing them to draw a card. And pass turn. Draw. Roll. A 1 and another 1. So the 6s have gone and the 1s are back up. So that means I can play a level 5, which is actually all I needed. We'll just play this 5. Kill one of the Amoeba Pods. Pass the turn. Draw and roll. Oh, another 6, man. 10. Probably spend some of that to draw, but first let's play this. So I roll and then free play a killed Water Protector with a level less than the result. So 5, so that means we can play a 4 or lower Water Protector. What have we got? We've just got a load of friggin' Amoeba Pods. Actually, that one's got some stats on it. We'll play that. I think we'll then spend 6 of our 10 to draw. Oh, this is really annoying. I could take out the Evolver if I had 10 more health on the board. I'll just play this, sacrifice my Evolver to kill a card in play. I can't let them, I've got a plan for next turn. I can't let them get too much advantage. And then we'll spend 3 on playing that because we're up to our stage 5. Oh, there's a typo there. That's really annoying. But we'll have to pass the turn. So draw, roll, 2. That's not very good. We play this. Sacrifice a Rock Protector in hand. Sacrifice my Rockinon to roll. 6 means I draw 3. That is crazy good. Some stuff we can play now. Got 5 to spend. Just play that. Take out the Amoeba Pod. Pass turn. Draw. Oh, we got the big boss. So 2 plus 5 is 7, which means we can play this guy. Then he gains 100 power for every other Water Protector in play when I play him. So he's on 470, which is massive. That's almost enough to take out a stage 5 on his own. We'll go this, kill that. Upon death, I get to add a Rock Protector back to hand. Sorry, I think we'll get this level 5 guy back. And then kill the Evolver. So upon death, I can return a kill Protector to the top of my deck. I'm actually not going to do that because I want to draw some resources that can take out this massive 470 guy. We'll go plus, we'll put a little +2 dice on it. Roll. 5. That's good. I'm going to play this Ultimate Kazong. And then because I'm on a stage 4 plus Evolver, I can roll, bring out a dead. Something. That's a 5, which is enough. Where are you, Kazong? Protect me! We'll then use Ultimate Kazong to kill one of these guys. And pass the turn. Draw. Roll. Another 2. Loving the 2s really, aren't we? We'll play this dude. 150 or 160. That's only 310. This is so annoying. I'm 10 below the threshold of killing the Evolver. However, once a turn I can roll 4, 5, or 6. That's a 5. Wow. So this guy, massive guy, kills Ultimate Kazonk. We use that to take out the Kazonkling. And then this is now on 320, so it can crash with the Dinosaurus, killing them both. And then Dinosaurus' ability, I get to kill 2 protectors in play. We'll kill these 2. So it's all to play for now with 1 Evolver each. However, the Dinobombs have a lot of card advantage. Draw. Can they win it here? Need a big roll. That was a 3, so plus the 1. 9. Don't think 9's really enough. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait. I think it could be. I'll play this guy. He permanently gains 50 power when he's played times my Evolver's stage, which is 5. So that's plus 250. So 350 power there. And then this guy is 250. That can be game. Bam. Again, Dinosaurus, very overpowered Evolver. But that was a fun game. Felt very strategic, a lot of back and forth. Really, really fun. My first takeaway from this playtest was that the start of it was quite long and took a lot of setup. It was rolling Fugos first, mulliganing, sorting out the steel token, using Evolver abilities, which were all to do with drawing at the start. It wasn't very streamlined, and I think in my next playtest, I'll try and choose a couple of these rules to maybe take out. Although I did think the shared dice for the first turn and the steel token were really cool mechanics. I really had to think about when to use the steel token, but it wasn't a huge factor of the game that players were using it every turn, so that worked out well. Although maybe that's because I think there were like 5 6s rolled in a row at one point, so it wasn't really needed, but we'll keep testing this out. The cards were fun too. Having decks now with a sort of direction for strategies was nice. Annoyingly, a lot of the deck strategies didn't quite work out. There was one combo with Rockanon, which sort of worked quite well, but I think that'll happen in other play tests. And card abilities, I'm going to keep changing them and updating things and tweaking them every episode so we can get them really right for when I release the game. And in the water deck, cards like Amobapod, the card doesn't even have art yet, and I found it really annoying to play against, which I think is quite fun. And the final rule, being able to spend 6 of a roll in a turn to draw a card, was nice. I'm going to keep testing this out, but I think what the game needs now is a bit of mystery and strategy to the way you play your cards. And I think I can take some inspiration from Yu-Gi-Oh's face down way of playing cards to really add that. So that's going to be fun next time. And in the next episode, I'll be using another real-life human being to test the game on, which is gonna be daunting, and the whole thing could fall apart. But I'm very excited. If you're a member of the homemade TCG community, it'll be a familiar face to you. Gonna be a cool collab. It was a really fun time. I already filmed it, but stay tuned for that in next episode. As usual, we'll do our little recap. So here's what the cards looked like in the last episode, and ending episode 5. This is what they look like now. Great to have a bit of colour on that card template. Thanks for watching. Please leave comments as to any suggestions for the game. Like I said, they're always really, really helpful. Follow me on Instagram. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I want to get me in that algorithm. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.